Hello Scorpios, and thanks for joining me for the May of 2020 Taroscope with animal totem cards. This is for Scorpio Sun sign, Scorpio Rising, and Scorpio Moon. My name is vickieverlie, the rock and roll prophetess, and the original monthly Taroscope person on YouTube. Today we're going to use my deck that I've created, the Rock and Roll Tarot deck, for the main portion, as always. Then we will follow up with a card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards. If you are a Patreon level 2 subscriber, there's going to be 3 additional cards pulled for the Song for the Journey Home. A little background on me: I've been a professional reader over 30 years in the metaphysical field. Years ago I did work on the psychic lines, including the Psychic Friends Network, and therefore I learned to really get to the point and get to the meat of the reading quickly. I'm not going to be spending the whole video shuffling or talking around in circles. I've done the shuffling. We're going to do our loose shuffling now. I'm not going to waste your time or mine. I want to hone in, zoom in, get to the meat of the matter, and give you an actual message. Hopefully you'll get an actual message out of this, not a lot of just circling around and saying nothing. So here we go. Let's go start shuffling our loose shuffle. We've already done our shuffle off camera, again, not to waste your time. And let's go ahead and see what we've got. Let Spirit Guides and Angels pull out the cards that are for our Scorpio friends for the month of May of 2020. Let the cards talk to you too. The idea behind these cards is these words are there so they catch your attention, that they pop out at you. Let the words pop out at you. It can go up, frontwards, backwards, one card into the other. When you see those cards standing out to you and you get those words, that is when you're actually getting a message directly for you and out of the general reading. Let me fix this camera. It looks a little skewed there. That's better. Okay, so let's get into it. First card out is the Ace of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful card. New beginning in love, creativity, joy and happiness. And it's just a beautiful card in itself. And when it shows next to the World, I mean, the World is always just like way bigger, better, more than you ever anticipated. So you're beginning something now, you're planting these seeds right now, and it's going to surpass what you're aiming for, what you're shooting for. Seven of Cups is saying your dreams can come true. This is, sometimes people will say the Seven of Cups is, oh, it's just these far-fetched dreams, these dreams that are never going to happen, you know, you're just, you know, it's just a pipe dream or something like that. Not, and it can be, if you don't, you know, if you don't take action with it. But when you have Ace of Cups and World, something that maybe you thought of as a pipe dream can be an actual, become a reality. And not only can you obtain what you're shooting for, but even well beyond what you're shooting for. There's a holdup with the money. Either you don't have it, or it may be that you don't want to spend it. You know, you're leery about it. It may require some financial investment. But there's going to be news coming in the time of air. Now, we will be moving into the time of air in this month. We will be moving right around the 20th. We're going to move from Taurus into the sign of Gemini, which is an air sign. So therefore, that is going to be probably around that time or a little after. The word conversation is standing out to me big time. So you're going to have a conversation with somebody, probably this Emperor. Even the Emperor does not have to be a male or female. It's depicted as a man, but that's because only men had power back in the day. It could be a woman. But whatever it is the person who's in charge, the person who is running things, has the power, probably has the money. For some people, it might be an investor. You know, it could be an investor. Or it could be somebody. I feel a very strong link between these two. So it could be like there's somebody who has the investment, and they're going to make your creative project take off or flourish. It could also be somebody that you might be romantically involved with. You may be becoming romantically involved with the Emperor. The Sun is here. Again, beautiful, beautiful card of just shining and glowing and emanating. You know, you're just really shining at this time. The 7th house, too, if you're Scorpio rising, the 7th house is your, everything's in Taurus, that's your 7th house of relationships, too. So you could be attracting a mate if that's something you're looking for. Another thing is we do have the Empress here. Now, the Empress is a card of pregnancy, abundance, beauty, creation. When you have the Empress and you have the Sun card, which depicts the baby, and you even have the Ace of Cups, very often this can be somebody's going to have a baby or find out they're pregnant or something along those lines. But the thing that you're giving birth to doesn't have to be a baby child. It can be, a human child. It could be anything that you're giving birth to, some kind of creative project, some kind of thing. And with the World and the Empress here and the Sun, I mean, this whole spread, it really promises to be something that's going to be very much appreciated, very much growth, flourishing. The Emperor also being connected so closely with the World, this could be somebody that could really take it to the next level. This could be, if this is the case where you started something kind of small on your own, and you have big dreams, but you don't really know how to get it into that, like these bigger markets or whatever, this Emperor could help that happen, either through just, adding some money to the pot, like through financial, help, or just maybe because the Emperor has the connections or has the know-how or warehouse. Maybe they want to buy your idea and take it out of independent into like a big thing and take it worldwide is what I keep hearing. Take it worldwide. It could be too. Maybe maybe you're just an independent creator like me, and maybe you're just working craft fairs and that, and maybe taking it out into the world could be somebody who does, puts it on some kind of a website for you if you don't know how to build a website, or somebody who knows the ropes. But I feel in most cases it's not just little thing like I'm going to build you a website. It feels bigger. With the World, it feels much, much, much bigger than that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling up for your Animal Totem card for the month. I want to really quickly mention that I am going to be opening up for the Solstice reading, which is our next seasonal reading, next season that'll be coming up. These seasonal readings are always the most popular, and they'll be available for a limited time. So if you're interested, you can find out that below. It's in my shop on my website. So let's go ahead and get our Animal Totem card for our Scorpio friends for the month of May of 2021. The Rabbit. Rabbit is very much, we got Empress and we got the Rabbit. So for a lot of you, that's going to be a baby. Somebody's pregnant. Don't shoot me because the rabbit done died. Back in the day, that was part of the pregnancy test. And rabbits are very fertile. They reproduce like crazy. So again, pregnancy highly likely for some people, but if that's just totally off the spectrum for you, then it's going to be abundance. Rabbits are super abundant. Let me read what I originally wrote. Sensitive, artistic, clever, nimble, outsmarting adversaries by staying one step ahead, taking colossal leaps and sprinting into the future. Heightened libido and procreation too, but this colossal leaps and sprinting into the future, that to me that ties in so strongly with the World and the Emperor here. But the heightened libido, if you meet somebody, these guys are just, it's on, baby, it's on. We're definitely in that honeymoon phase where we're just, that's why you're so shiny and glowy. Right. In that case too, the Empress can mean, like, especially if I know most of my viewers are women, when you are the Empress, then people see you as just the most beautiful creature ever, and they just, you're the object of their desire. It can be like that too. Well, Scorpio, you got that going on anyway. You always, you don't need love life advice for sexual, Scorpio knows how to work that magic. You're born with that. Real quickly before we wrap it up, I wanted to show you guys, I've added a new class to my spiritual painting classes, and it's these, to make a hamsa. And you can make one exactly like mine or similar to mine. And this is the final outcome. You'll end up with something like this, but in between, there's many, many layers, and it's about searching through our spirituality and our consciousness and what we want to manifest, and we go into palmistry and astrology, and you don't have to know how to paint, and you can do more than one of these. I definitely plan on doing more than one of them. And on the same vein, earlier I put together some of my artwork is going to be available on journals and sketchbooks, and that's even, these are some of the early stages of that same Hamza painting I just showed you. So you go through these different phases. But if you are interested in getting a journal or a sketchbook, I do have them available through Amazon. So I appreciate supporting the independent creators like myself through, and other ways too, through the channel here, through liking, sharing, and commenting. Hit the subscribe button if you're interested. Thank you so much for all your support in every way that you do. It's so appreciated. Remember that you are love and beauty incarnate. If you're Patreon level 2, head over to Patreon. There's going to be 3 more cards. And we'll see you again next month. Have the best month of May ever. Till next time.